spot, nah, Jay. C-Dub on the beat. Back against the wall, CL20's knocking rated. IGI's tripping, validated, shoot ready. Brown incarceration, got my people living daily. Gang war.
Hey, yo, what's good with everybody, man? I hope everybody's having a productive day, feeling blessed. And like I always say, it's one life, one chance. We only got one chance to do this right. Let's get it done. Well, this ain't a Pendleton, right? But it's a flannel. I got it at Kohl's. You know what I mean? It was on, swear to God, it said 80% off. I seen this one, a burgundy one, a red one, and a beige one, and a green one. I was like, sweet, 80% off, I'll take it. They look nice, they feel good. You know what I mean? Because, you know, I can't buy Carhartt all the time, dude. That thing is expensive, man. That brand is expensive, but I see some Carhartt hats I want to get too. But let's get into this video, man. So, with that being said, hit that subscribe button, hit that like, always leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Check the links in the description for my Apple and Spotify music. Go ahead and run my streams up, and you can check out my playlist section on my YouTube channel and check out my music right there. Thank you guys for you guys' time. Most importantly, thank you guys for you guys' support. Now, I talked about the last video. Like I said, this is my, sincerest apologies in advance. I can't dictate what YouTube does and doesn't display. What trips me out, though, because I've seen videos, gruesome videos all over YouTube. I personally watched it. So how I got kicked in the caboose, I don't know. So whatever. But anyways, so, I can't publicly display them. And I could risk, blurring them out to the best of my ability. But it's not even worth risking, man. I'm on my final warning when it comes to YouTube. And, I do know and I do understand a lot of people want me on YouTube. So I'm not going to risk it. I'm not going to take that chance. But over 600-700 people asked me for my last video. And I'm pretty sure you guys are going to ask me for this video. So give me some time, give me like a day or two. Some people were like, hey, fool, I don't get no response, bro. I was like, hey, bro, either I was at work or I was asleep or I was busy doing something else, My apologies, but I don't ignore nobody. That's one thing I don't do. I don't act like my dookie don't stinky. So in this video that they shot me, from what I seen, right, it's another prison video. And I want to say I seen this one before from a different angle, but this one was like, you could tell like it was in a cell, bro. Like, they were like, because the way he was moving back and forth against the wall. So, somebody recorded it, shot it to somebody, got circulated, ended up in my lap, right? But anyways, watching it, right? I've seen this scenario many times. Like I said, the SNY, you're going to see violence. Like, man, every other 2 or 3 yards, somebody's getting stabbed and somebody's getting jumped. Mainline's a little bit different because they go to the extreme. When it happens, it goes through a lot of protocol. It goes through a lot of hands. A lot of people read it. A lot of people sign off it. A lot of people approve it. A lot of people disagree with it. There's a lot of that goes in the process of getting smacked on the main line. SNY, hey, bro, what are you guys doing? Bro, why you guys in a rush, man? We're going to go blast this fool right now, bro. We're going to get knocked down. Finna knock him out of his diapers real quick, You know what I mean? So, you have to expect it on the SNY because there's no rules. There's no regulations. There's nothing to regulate that you can and can't stab somebody. So in this one, bro, like there's 2 people on one dude. And if you watch it, the way 2 people, a lot of people always assume that, they can take on the world, that bravado complex. Everybody swears like, man, they got beaters. I don't care how much beaters you got and your knuckle game's up to par and, you got super mittens like a kitten. I don't care about none of that, bro. Because I don't say I'm the greatest fighter in the world, but I fought a lot. I've won a lot, but I've lost a lot. I'm just proud to say that I will fight you, bro. I will not back down, bro. But in the same sense, you can go in there thinking you're going to... And that's the thing. In jail, people always prejudge people. They always think like, oh, he's smaller than me. Or, I just knocked out the last dude, so I'm guaranteed to knock this dude out. Man, you don't know what the hell that dude is capable of, nor does he know you. So 2 people are overpowering one dude. Dude, and you can tell. Even though there's a table kind of blocking the visual a little bit, like once the victim hit the floor, dude, that he was demobilized. They from this video, they look like they literally put their knees on top of him and sat on top of him. They made sure. One dude had his hand like on his neck with his knees on his back and just hammering down like he was just Michael Myers. Blah, 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 blah. Just stabbing away, bro. And the other dude is swinging him, plucking him. And you can tell, like, this dude's fighting for his life, man. When you're getting removed, you're going to fight for your life. Because you don't know if you're going to survive or not. You don't know. First of all, you're still trying to overcome the shock of somebody blasting you, your own homies. And that's the harsh reality that, like I said, none of these guys will admit. The majority of people that get blasted on the main lines is by the hands of their own homies, by man-made politics, by prison politics, by prison corruption and prison powerful minds. Regardless, you can sit there and say, man, I'm loyal, I'm down for the cause, I believe in it, I believe in this, I believe in that. You can believe in whatever you want until they tell you that you're done, until they tell you that, you're going to be in disbelief, believing in that your homies had your back when really they're the ones stabbing you in the back. Just wake up to that reality. Wake up for once and realize that that's what happened. So they're overpowering them and they're just going, bam. Dude, you know how much power and force, like with Thor's hammer, that you're just have your knee and your hand on the back of somebody's neck and you're just poking them, like on the top of the head, the top of the neck, side of the neck, all in the side of his face. And dude's scrambling. He's trying to get up. They don't let him get up, and he doesn't get up throughout this video. And that's the crazy part, right? Is that once you hit the floor, dude, you better hope and pray to God that if you're the victim and you're the one getting removed, that you get up and you fight back. That's the worst thing that can happen to you. And that's the worst thing that you want done to you, is that you fall. Now, mind you, you're going to get stabbed. Some people, have the heart and have the ability to fight back and restrain and take the weapon. I've seen dudes jump fools 3-on-1 with bangers, and he managed to take a banger and plug his suspects. There's people that are capable, and you never know how a person is going to respond and their fighting ability, that fight or flight sense, how much they're willing to fight for their life. Because you got in this case, you got two dudes. They're willing to catch a case. They're willing to catch a body. Their main objective is to shed your blood and take you out. If you live, you live. You die, oh well. Now that's even better for them. They got stripes. Their big homies are going to praise them. They're going to get a couple of soap ops. They're going to get a couple of shots of coffee. Every once in a while, they get a booger so they can mess with while they're in the hole waiting for 5 years. We're talking about a lot of people in the penal system that gave it all up a long time ago when they caught their case, are in there for life. They have nothing else to lose. And that's the dangerous person you can encounter in prison, is somebody that has nothing else to lose, especially when they have nothing else to live for. I've seen dudes that didn't have life, but had nothing to live for, and just say, man, this is it. This is me right here. I'm going to throw my life away. I'm going to just give it. I'm going to give it to the homies, dedicated to the cause. Whatever the homies need from me, this is my family now. Trust me, I ran through a point period in time in prison where this was my family. These were my brothers. I took the NR very serious on both sides. These are my brothers. Nobody was writing me. Girls were coming and going. Family was coming and going. Who looked out for me the most was your brotherhood. In jail. They're the ones that helped you get the hustle. They're the ones that gave you a couple of sugars for some pruno so you can make a batch. They're the ones that help you with your locker. They're the ones that are buying, yard dogs and clothes off the yard for you. But it's funny that you can sit there and dedicate your life to a brotherhood on the basis that you don't have nobody looking out for you. You don't have nobody visiting you. You have nobody there in your life. So you commit yourself to whatever's left in front of you, which is a jail cell, prison time, and a prison gang. And you're willing to take people's lives because they filled up your locker. They helped you out with a hustle. They were there for you when you got into a confrontation, and they were right there ready to kick it off with you. Yeah, it's meaningful in prison until you're called upon. And if you don't like what you're doing and you disregard it, you're gone. They'll turn their back on you real quick. That's the thing about the concept of brotherhood in prison. In this case, every victim gets assaulted by his homies. And they always never see it coming, because why? You don't think for 1 second that it's going to be your brothers. Now, today's generation, we've all talked about it all over YouTube. They're going to understand that it ain't going to be a northerner blasting a southerner, but even though a southerner just did blast northerners, but you're never going to see a black blasting a Mexican unless it's like an all-out gang war. So you don't live with that fear every day. Like, man, I ain't got to worry about this white trying to sock me in the face or plug me in the neck. My homies will maul him. I ain't got to worry about this black dude, man. We're Mexican, bro. We ride deep, north and south, and the whites are going to jump for us. I mean, we got numbers. We got an army. So you go programming in prison every day thinking that you're untouchable or you're bulletproof on the basis that you got an army behind you, a brotherhood that's willing to back you up. But you never sit there to think in that cell. I never thought for years, even though I sanction removals on northerners, even though I've been under leadership positions where they give me filters to read, hey, man, we're going to blast this fool, always at the hands of another norteño. You never think for once in your cell, like, man, that's going to be me. Every single person in that cell that observed one of their own getting blasted by their own always said the same thing. Well, that ain't gonna never happen to me, bro, because I don't break the rules. I follow the rules. I do what I'm told. You know, I wipe my butt when they say. I go to bed when they say. I wake up when they say. Yeah, you can say that all day until the politics, you know, come against you. They turn against you. And then you're going to end up like this person in the video that I just seen, where, dude, he had two of his homies with their knees on his back. They would not let him get up. They pushed down. They practically laid on him, sat on him to make sure that he was not getting up to fight back, leaving him in a vulnerable position. And the dude's not even, he can't block being stabbed. He can't block it. He's too busy trying to push him off. He's too busy trying to push himself off the ground. He's trying to, like, you know, pretty much do the pick and roll, or, you know, stop, drop, and roll, fire extinguisher, fire drill type maneuver. And they're on him. They're just laying right on him, and they're just going down with hammers. Hammers. And mind you, a lot of times, man, when you do removals, you're not doing it with some piece of plastic stuck to a nail, a piece of plastic stuck to a sharpened box staple. These dudes are cutting something sharp and metal to make sure that it penetrates through clothes. That's the objective, because everybody's wearing clothes. And it's even a better objective if you know today you're going to do removal on this person, and he ain't wearing none of his clothes. He's just wearing a state t-shirt or a Pro Club t-shirt. Oh, man, he's going to look like a cheetah. I'm going to polka dots. We're going to play connect the dots with him. But that's the thing. That's the element of surprise that nobody embraces mentally in prison, because everybody in jail swears like they're too hard for the yard. They're too big and bad, or they can fight everybody, so they don't have to worry about getting stabbed, or they're dedicated to their homies, or my homies will never do this to me, or my vadio will never let the prison politics overwhelm me and politic against me. They'll have my back. You'll be surprised, man, who people favor. You'll be surprised how many people will say that to you. Nah, I will never let that happen to you, bro. I got your back, bro. Ain't nothing ever gonna happen, bro. Go ahead, I got your back. Don't trip. But they'll be the same ones on the sideline watching like, man, that's better him than me. The same phrase that I was told, better you than me. It really happens to a lot of people. And to sit there and watch this victim just literally just being just held down, can't get up. He made an effort, but it was to no avail. They would not let him get back up. Imagine this. Imagine this just getting hit like this. Bam, bam. And the other dude's just bam, bam. So you're trying to block one, but you're getting hit with the other. And then you try to block that one, and you're getting hit with the other. So what's more important to you? The face and the neck or the body? Either way, either one's gonna, whatever hits you and it hits a vital area, you're gonna lose your life. And one man against two people, man, it's sometimes, you know, you think you can take on the world. There might have been times, hey man, I've been jumped by like 4 people on the streets, man. They barely even gave me the lump, bro. I was handling my business, bro. I was mixing people, you know, like a blender. No. You got 2 dudes with the sole intentions that were told by big homies that say, hey, man, take this dude's win, take his life. I don't want him to see him walking off this yard, or that's your butt. And some of these dudes get held accountable if they don't take people's lives. So imagine what kind of brutality they're willing to inflict on you if you go to jail, for all these kids listening. You think you're going to get away with a lot, and oftentimes you're going to get away with a lot, but the program gets the best of you. It's either going to get the best of you mentally, or it's going to get the best of you physically. When I say mentally, some people just break. And a lot of people all over social media that are just too proud to say it out loud. Bro, you don't want it. Some people just realize after so long, like, bro, I'm not throwing my life away for this. I am not listening to this man next door. I am not conforming to this gang anymore. I am not going out there and being told that I can't see my kids this weekend, or I can't see my kids for the next 5 years because I got to stab him because he doesn't like him. But since I'm part of the program, I got to be the one to do it. Programs like that will mentally break you. Or every day, like me, I was at that desk, Xeroxing wheeler after wheeler after wheeler, putting out filter after filter after filter, investigating norteño after norteño after norteño. It gets tiring mentally to realize, like, bro, we're this strict and we're this disciplined and we're this proud to be who we are. But look at the internal conflicts that we deal with, the internal warfare that we deal with. The internal confrontations is what destroyed me a lot too for years. Like, bro, why do I have to sit here and address this matter, or address this matter, or get at this norteño, or get at this norteño, or smack this norteño because he came from another facility and that facility didn't get the chance to do it, but I got to be the one to do it and possibly catch a case if they find out all the details when the other facility didn't even get it done, when they could be facing the same repercussions or the same risk. I got to risk it now. Then I got to risk taking this dude's life or getting him blasted off the yard and the NF investigating me. Why I did it, how come I didn't exercise my own investigation? Why am I just going off of a wheeler and a leaf that they did? How come they didn't do it? You know, everything you do, you get questioned. That's what politics really are. And politics is what destroys the people the most. Because nobody's going in there with like, hey, look, man, we're all from the same area. We're all the same identity. You know, Chicanos or Mexicanos, Sureños or Norteños. Hey, let's just protect each other. Let's just stick together, man. Let's just do our time peacefully. And if it happens, it happens. If it goes up, it goes up. No, you got all these man-made laws that are causing situations where two of your own homies got to blast you and they're not letting you get up off that floor and they're just wailing on you with knives. Why? Because of prison politics, because somebody else wasn't in a good mood, because somebody felt like it was necessary. You're pretty much, once you enter the gates of prison, you're giving your life to another man to dictate whether or not you live or you die. Whether you exist on the yard or you go to SNY. Whether you get to go home or whether you get to stay here with the rest of us that ain't never going home. That's the harsh reality of prison. And that's one of the biggest messages that I've been trying to send all over YouTube, especially to these kids that are making the grave mistakes that a lot of us that went to prison are making and haven't made it to prison yet. There's always a chance to finally just stop and say, you know what? I don't want to end up there. Because of videos that I've seen, videos that other people published, and videos that I've shot to other people that, look, man, show this to your kids, man. Show this to your nephew. Show this to your niece. So she ain't dating somebody like this where she don't have to wait at home, having her baby daddy's kids, waiting for him to come home, and she gets that call that he either caught 10 years, caught life, or she's got to bury him. And have to explain that to her kids why her daddy never been in their lives this whole time. You know, just that one decision to say, you know what, I'm not going to prison can change a lot of people's lives. I guess I got to be the one to convey the message and try my best here. So I wanted to share that with you guys. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all are going to tap in for the video. Just give me some time. You know, I have to answer a lot of people and you know, a lot quick, you know what I mean? And if I don't answer in a timely fashion, some of my subscribers be on my bumper like, hey, bro, where you at, homie? It's been 32 minutes, bro. My soup already got cold, bro. My beer getting warm, bro. I'll be like, Jesus Christ, bro. I was doing something, bro. Give me a break. So with that being said, like I always say, it's one life, one chance. When you got one chance to do this right, let's get it done. Peace.